16-year-old Azhar Mahmoud is in constant pain. Doctors have been unable to repair the shattered bones in his left foot. Every step is a cruel reminder of the horror he survived a year ago.
I miss my classmates very much, and the attack is still vivid in my mind. Whenever there's a commotion or I see turmoil, I get scared.
Azhar was shot at least 8 times and was among the stream of wounded raced to hospitals after Taliban gunmen stormed Peshawar's Army Public School on December 16th last year. It was one of Pakistan's deadliest ever terrorist attacks. A total of 122 students, mostly boys, were murdered. The youngest victim, an only girl, was just 6. 22 staff, including the principal, died.
When the shooting began, all the students gathered around me like chicks around a hen, but I was totally helpless.
Zulfikar Ahmed was teaching his math class when the attackers struck. A year later, his arm has yet to heal from the bullet wounds, and he will forever carry the emotional scars. More than a dozen of his pupils were mowed down in front of him.
I remember them several times a day. Those faces, they were like my own children. They fell down, collapsed before my eyes. I miss them. I feel deep agony.
The attack started at 10:30 a.m. At least 6 Taliban gunmen gathered behind the school and scaled the back wall after blowing up their white van as a diversion. They then divided into 2 groups. One attacked the classrooms, the other team headed for the auditorium. Inside, they killed more than 100 children who had gathered for a first aid class.
I knew that I couldn't run to the back of the auditorium since the gunmen were there. So I ran toward the front and was hit by 2 bullets. When I was shot, I fell down. They shot those who were still alive, and another bullet hit me in the arm.
After taking more lives in the school administration offices, the gunmen were all killed in a shootout with Pakistani commandos. A Taliban spokesman justified targeting children of military families, calling it revenge for the Pakistani Army's offensive against its fighters in North Waziristan. Falak Naz Durrani lost 2 boys in the attack. She will never forget the agony of finding the body of her youngest son, 14-year-old Saifullah, in the hospital morgue.
He had been shot through the heart. The rest of his body was in perfect condition. I was standing there screaming.
The campaign by the Pakistani government to crack down on Taliban militants following the attack has done little to ease the Durrani family's grief. Tessanullah, the family patriarch, still blames the school for not providing enough security.
The school administration is responsible. Our children died because of their negligence.
Azhar Mahmoud, however, is more focused on his health, but doctors say there isn't much else they can do for his foot. The trauma and anguish have caused his grades to suffer.
Now I'm taking another exam, and we'll see what the result will be.
One way or another, Azhar is determined to get better. He wants to live a normal life, despite the devastating tragedy inflicted on him and so many others.